Are you ready for the coolest new business in New Tampa or Wesley Chapel? Here comes Florida Hospital Center Ice.
Yes, the largest ice skating complex south of New York is set to open next week on Wednesday, January 25th. And coming to you from the Florida Hospital Wesley Chapel studio, this is WCNT-tv, Wesley Chapel and New Tampa Television. I'm Gary Nager.
And I'm Susanna Martinez. As we've reminded you a few times before, Florida Hospital Center Ice will open to the public with a ceremonial puck drop at 10 a.m. on the 25th.
The rink's managing partner, Gordy Zimmerman, also has announced that U.S. Foods, a primary food provider for the rink, and that the facility is now accepting registration for its first Learn to Skate USA program for kids ages 3 to 5.5, which will begin on Saturday, January 28th.
The cost for the Learn to Skate program is $140 for 7 half-hour sessions. Look for announcements about hockey and other programs in upcoming issues of the Neighborhood News and on future episodes of WCNT-TV.
Meanwhile, Florida Hospital Wesley Chapel, which led members of our exclusive webcast partner, the Greater Wesley Chapel Chamber of Commerce, on a VIP tour of its 118,000 square foot upward expansion, has announced that virtually all of the expansion areas will open by the end of the month.
And my co-anchor will tell you more about the expansion in our second WCNT-TV Wesley Chapel Chamber featured business segment about the hospital after the rest of this news report.
So here's more news to share. The gas pumps at the 150,000 square foot Costco store opened a week or so ago with prices 10 cents or more lower than most of the other gas stations in our area, and the entire mega discount store is scheduled to open on February 9th.
Meanwhile, in New Tampa, the new Paramount Lebanese Kitchen at the Walk at Highwoods Preserve Plaza opened with the chamber ribbon cutting on January 18th. If you like Mediterranean food, Gary says it's a must-try.
The chamber also will host a VIP tequila and cuisine tasting event with celebrity chef Mark Este at the new Vuelo Mexican Grill on Bruce B. Downs Boulevard on Tuesday, January 24th, 5 to 9 p.m. The cost is $40 for those who pre-register and $50 for walk-ins the day of the event.
Fast food lovers get an opportunity to check out the new McDonald's on State Road 56 between Longhorn Steakhouse and BJ's Brewhouse on Saturday, January 28th from 10 a.m. to noon. Ronald McDonald himself will be on hand for the opening of the 5th McDonald's in New Tampa and Wesley Chapel for the Frost family, and will include face painting, a balloon artist, and great deals like a 20-piece chicken McNuggets for only $5.
And I'll be back with part 2 of my interview with Marketing Director Tracy Klauser of our studio sponsor, Florida Hospital Wesley Chapel, after these words from the hospital.
The birth of your baby is one of the most precious moments of your life. Let the Birthday Experience team at Florida Hospital help deliver the dream of a lifetime. We personalize your experience with a birth advocate to assist you throughout your journey. After all, your baby has only one real birthday. We'll help make it as unique as your little one's footprint with the Birthday Experience from Florida Hospital. Connect with our birth advocate team at inspiredbirthday.com.
Some of the technological advances that are already here at this hospital, this very wonderful place.
Sure. Well, when we built the hospital, we were very intentional about trying to create a healing environment. We know that that helps reduce stress and it promotes healing for our patients. So you'll notice things like the lights in the hallway are built to the side of the ceiling instead of the center. So if you're being rolled down the hallway on a stretcher, they're not shining directly in your eyes. We put the sprinklers up into the ceiling, again, so they don't look quite so institutional. It feels a little bit more homey and friendly, and also to help reduce infection risk. So a lot of those features that were already in the hospital are built into the new rooms as well. The sound muffling system that we use that helps the patients rest, because obviously when you're in the hospital, rest is a really important part of healing. So there's a sound system that sounds a little bit like a white noise, and then there's also actually a board that comes down under the door when the patient room is closed that helps seal it off and provide a nice quiet environment for patients to rest. We also have the Get Well Network, which is our education and entertainment system that's in every patient room, and that ties to an employee system that's actually an RFID technology. So it tracks who comes into the room. So one of the biggest things that we find is that when a patient has a visitor, the visitor will say, hey, has the doctor been in to see you? Or which doctor, when did they come? And the patient doesn't know. Many times they've been medicated, they were sleeping, they're confused, they don't remember. The patient can actually pull it right up on the TV screen, and the family member can see exactly who's been into the room. It also allows us to track and make sure that we are providing that top quality care, that our nurses are rounding on our patients every hour and really checking on them and making sure that they have what they need and they're not in pain and all those important things. It also tracks hand washing, so we make sure that they've washed their hands hands and sanitize their hands within a certain amount of time of coming in the room. We've also added a lot of new technology in our operating room, so we are completely installing new boom system and lights that are fully integrated so they can actually be operated from the nurse's console right in the room, which makes things more efficient and obviously helps us provide better care for the patient. We've also provided lights that are going to provide less heat, which can be an issue in the operating room, and all of our operating rooms will be retrofitted with that technology as well. We also have 2 new robot and robotic arm assisted. So we have a Mako, which is a robot assisted arm, which does orthopedic surgeries like partial knees and total hips. We also just received the Da Vinci XI robot, which means that we can do single site surgeries, meaning we can remove things like a hysterectomy or removing your gallbladder right from your belly button. And we are the only site in Pasco County to be able to do that. Surgeons like it because it's minimally invasive, so it provides a better outcome for the patient. There's less scarring, there's less pain, there's less blood, and a faster recovery time for the patient. So, you know, they like that, but it also gives them more dexterity. So depending on the type of procedure that they're doing, the little robotic attachments have a lot more flexibility and dexterity than a human hand does, and they can get into smaller spaces. We actually have a rotomat system where they actually tray up all of the equipment needed for a particular surgery. The staff can go up to the equipment, push the button, and it comes out in a tray right for them all together, all ready. And again, just provides a better, more efficient system and a safer system for the staff.
And speaking about the community, as we have been, I understand that there's a community event coming up to show off the expansion.
Right. Well, you may remember when we opened, Gary, that you and 8,000 of your closest friends came out to see the opening of the hospital.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, since we're now open to serve patients, we can't do that. We don't have the ability to have that many people on site because we're still trying to serve our patients, as well as some of the areas, as I mentioned, have already opened. So we're going to do a virtual event. We're going to do a webcast. We're really excited. We're going to be able to showcase some of the areas that people wouldn't normally be able to see, including the operating rooms. And so we hope people will join us February 6th at 10 o'clock. And so we'll do a virtual tour, and then Denise Bales-Chubb, our CEO, will be available to answer questions from the community.
Well, that's all from here. I'm Gary Nager for WCNT-tv. Tracy Klauser from Florida Hospital Wesley Chapel. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
We're all very excited about all of these things opening up to give additional service for the community.
And after this message from Full Throttle Intermedia, Gary will tell us more about all the restaurants already committed to participate in this year's Taste of New Tampa and Wesley Chapel.
Let's get serious. Advertising is the absolute best way for you to connect with your potential customers. Your competition's advertising on digital, radio, Pandora, and television. Isn't it about time you got in the game? When you're serious about getting new customers, call Full Throttle Advertising.
Welcome back to WCNT-tv. I'm Gary Nager, and this is your Neighborhood Dining News. My 2017 Taste of New Tampa Restaurant Committee has been hard at work chatting up restaurants to gauge their interest in participating in this outstanding tasting event, which will be held inside the new Florida Hospital Center Ice in Wesley Chapel on Saturday, March 18th, noon to 4 p.m. And I'm excited to say, almost exactly 2 months before the taste, we already have more than 20 restaurants verbally committed to participating, with 2 other probables. In New Tampa, the restaurants chosen as their 2016 favorites by more than 500 neighborhood news readers, Stonewood Grill and Tavern and Ciccio Cali, have already committed to participate. Other New Tampa restaurants verbally committed to the taste include the new Vuelo Mexican Grill, the Private Chef of Tampa, and Tijuana Flats, which also has a Wesley Chapel location. As for restaurants located in Wesley Chapel, our reader's favorite, Grillsmith, has committed to participate. Others in the shops at Wiregrass already on the roster include the new Union 72 Barbecue, Charlie's Cheesecakes, and Cantina Laredo. Closer to Florida Hospital Center Ice, we also have commitments from PDQ, Culver's, and the skating facility's own Top Shelf Sports Lounge. Other Wesley Chapel area commitments include Dempsey's Steakhouse at Saddlebrook Resort Tampa, Little Italy's, 7 Layers Bakery, Sonny's Barbecue, Happy Cow Frozen Yogurt, Pepe's Cuban Cafe, Buttermilk Provisions, OTB Cafe, Jimmy John's, and McDonald's. We also have a commitment from the Old Heights Bistro in Seminole Heights and probable commitments from Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen and Buffalo Wild Wings. With 23 restaurants already in and 2 probables, I'm already about halfway to my goal of 40 to 50 eateries at the Taste, a 20-year tradition which will be even more exciting on one of the 4 full-sized rinks inside the amazing new ice skating center. You and your family will even be able to participate in an open skate during and after the event. Look for more tasty updates in future episodes of WCNT-tv and in future issues of the New Tampa and Wesley Chapel Neighborhood News.
Welcome back to WCNT-tv. This is your local entertainment calendar.
The first event on this week's calendar is the 12th Annual Suncoast Music and Art Festival at the Shops at Wiregrass Mall tomorrow and Sunday, January 21st and 22nd.
The free event starts at 10 a.m. on Saturday and 11 a.m. on Sunday and will run until 6 p.m. on both days.
The festival will feature more than 125 artists and crafters, an emerging artist exhibit, a chalk and street painting contest, plus great entertainment both days.
For more information, visit theshopsatwiregrass.com or suncoastartsfest.com.
In addition to the McDonald's grand opening that we told you about in our news segment, the Dade City Chamber of Commerce presents the 20th Annual Kumquat Festival in the city's historic downtown district.
There will be more than 400 vendors, including artists and crafters, all dedicated to the kumquat, the small citrus fruit which is harvested near Dade City, plus live entertainment and tasty kumquat pies and other products.
Admission is free, and John Moores of the Dade City Chamber says that last year's estimated crowd was more than 35,000 people.
For more information about this traditional Old Florida festival, visit kumquatfestival.org. For WCNT-TV, I'm Susanna Martinez.
And I'm Gary Nager. See you in 2 weeks.